This piece called Nous Sommes Halles, it was made in 2003 with another photographer, Anoushkashoot, and it was made in the center of Paris called Châtelet. And Châtelet is a place where all the young people from where the family they come from the immigration, they came to hang out, and the young French people came there just to hang out, see friends, you know. And all the same have the same culture, like more related to the rap music, hip hop, from the suburb culture. And in 2003, me and my friend Anoushka, we decided to make this series because we want to leave a trace of our generation. You have the pictures of the car, that makes a lot of sense to have this representation or idea of to be rich, want to be rich. And for example, that's very interesting because that's very typical for the people from the Maghreb, and it is like a form of creolization inside these pictures, and it's very significative. This brand called Lacoste, it was in this time was very significative for us, and so many young artists, so many young people from the suburb took this kind of brand. Even this brand was originally for the people who get money. If it was a symbol of fortune, it was a symbol of fortune, of the high society, and all these young people from the suburb start to reappropriate this sign. Yeah, you can see that in the pictures. And it's interesting because it's a mix of different culture, like the hip-hop culture. These pictures, you can see there are like different mix between the more like African sign here, and here is more like United States sign from Afro-American. It's like it's called. And here, for example, there is another. You have so many signs. That's why it was interesting to see. And I'm talking about the creolization because here you can see it's like the Arabic sign of the Hand of Fatima with this brand of Lacoste. And they start to have like this, all the mix, and they create their own culture with reappropriation of sign, of brand, you know, of cultural sign, like Muslim sign. And here it was very typical in 2003. That's the very dress code, very typical in this time, and it was very interesting to have two twins. In this time, the brand have this type of advertising, and they didn't want to show all the generation with the brand Lacoste, and they was more focused on the white people. And it's so interesting because in the same time, in this time 2003, you had like all this image of advertising with the white people with Lacoste, and you was working in the street. Only the people you see with Lacoste, it was people from the suburb with their parents from the immigration. It's funny because right now that's the fashion world start to reappropriate all this kind of culture. Even Lacoste right now, you can see the new advertising of Lacoste, and it's so interesting. They're using people from black people, Arabic people for the advertising. In the past, there was like, no, I don't want to have this kind of people using my brand. It's funny. The things change. But it's all the time, it's about the capitalism, you know, it's about, you know, they don't care about what kind of symbol they use. They just want to be sure they sell the stuff in the end.